Hey, good morning, and welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. And it's like 10 o'clock a.m., so I'm like way late today. But you know what? I was having way too much fun. And I want to talk about that today. How growth is fun. And I enjoy it. I enjoy challenges. And people say fun, all fun this. But, sometimes it's just fun. Just growing from a personal standpoint or as a team perspective, it's a load of fun. I enjoy doing what I did. And sometimes you get caught up in doing it so much that you get passion and your emotions get really behind what you're doing and you get caught up on it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. We're also going to do Fortune Cookie Fridays. I got my fortune cookie. So that's what we're going to do. And I got some announcements to make too, as far as things going on and what we're doing and changes and challenges that we'll be doing here on with the community. So it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Here we talk about fun. We talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way, so you can bring more value to your customer, not work so hard to get that value to customer, and have a little fun along the way. And speaking of challenges and fun, so I'm a little late this morning because a couple things. One, I was couple good news items. Well, it's official. I'm going to be teaching the local school in technology, and it's going to be a challenge because it's everywhere from kindergarten to eighth grade. So it's a whole diverse audience. It's amazing. I'm getting ready to start teaching SAFE classes again. And the difference between teaching a class or teaching an agile subject to a team versus teaching to 9 different levels of school to a bunch of different audiences, different days, different things. They're going to be on different schedules, different content. A lot more complicated than this for one piece of content, one class, one thing. And the challenge is like, wow. So I was really kind of thinking about that in the moment. But then as I was doing it, I was looking at my habits, and I'm getting there with the habits, by the way. Every day is a little better. Kind of reflect on habits, and I realized something. I said, uh-oh, Mondays and Fridays, I got to change my habits. So now I took that card I was showing the other day on how to do the habits. And again, if you're interested in figuring out how to do your morning habits or whatever, feel free to message me. I'll check them out, give you some feedback, whatever. Call you on it when you're not being honest with yourself, like myself. But I realized I said Monday and Friday I had to change my habits. So I got caught up in changing my habits around a little bit. And then one of the other things I did is in my brain, right, in this nugget of mine, I have all these ideas. And to take the stress away so I can have more fun and enjoy what I do, I wanted to get them all out of my head. So I one page on my book that I do every day is I wrote down the habits and I rewrote them, figuring out what can do, how do I shift things around, and when do I do them. So speaking of that, Mondays and Fridays, I'm going to be doing the show earlier than, well, this is late right now. So this is a late show. But probably around 6 o'clock, I'll be doing the show, or 6:30, probably 6:30. Getting the show off the ground while my kids are getting up and going. I'll be doing the show, trying to move things around. So it'll be a little bit earlier on Monday and Fridays. And that'll be the Metrics Mondays and Fun Fridays. So they'll be a lot earlier than normal. So I was rearranging all that. But I also, on the other side of the page, I have all these ideas in my head. And you probably all do too. Like, what do I want to do? I want to do this, and other thing. And it can be stressful. If you have a ton of lists of things that you want to do in your brain, you could stress yourself out, right? I'm never going to get all this stuff done. Sometimes it's nice just to say all those things and write them all down on a piece of paper. So that's kind of what I did this morning. So it took me off a little bit. My goal sheet got bigger because as I was doing my goal sheet, looking at my goals and what I wanted to do and things that were on my list and things that I wrote notes I wrote in my book, I wrote them all. I wrote a good chunk of them down on one of the pages and just kept writing them down just to get them out of my head, just to free up time for enjoyment to do stuff. So again, this morning, just prep for that and the challenges that are coming up with teaching a technology class to young kids. Now you might say, Greg, why are you doing this? it is a challenge whenever you become an agile coach or a profession, and whatever profession you're in. If you really want to call yourself a professional, you got to give back to the community, right? If we want to complain about kids not having technology skills or not how to use computers, what have you done to help that become a reality? Now, I am doing this now. So in 5 years, some of those eighth graders will probably be entering the workforce, or let me go, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. So that would be 4 plus another 4 years of college. So 8 years from now, those kids that I'm teaching now will be entering the workforce, if not sooner, if they don't go to college and just going right into technology, which they could. I think that's going to change in the future too. So I'm helping bring that change about, prepping those kids for that change in the future. So in essence, I am doing my agile coaching and prepping the agile thought process. So it'll be interesting. I don't know how long this is going to last, at least for this year. We'll see if it goes into next year. I don't know. Depends. Depends how much fun it is and how much of a challenge and whether or not they need me. But just the mindset on that and giving back. And if you want to renew a lot of your certs, one of the criteria is giving back to the community. So I'm going to be doing this. And also think about this. If I'm coaching a team, right? And, practicing makes perfect, or practicing makes better. I should say there's no perfection. If you ever think you're perfect, then yeah, maybe you should call me about coaching. Practicing with kids is going to challenge me and make me a better coach, to be honest with you, and what I do with teams and companies and stuff like that. Because sometimes kids grow up and they become adults, but the idea how to convince people that enjoy what they do and perform, same thing goes with teams. So it'll be a great thing. But I wanted to share that with you. Just something, just those challenges sometimes are just fun. And I think that makes us, like, if you get a code, you're problem solving. Sometimes those challenges are just fun. And if you're not challenged and having that fun, what you might question why you want to be there. Just like when I was younger, working in a machine shop, stamping out parts, part after part after part after part, I realized it wasn't the job for me because it wasn't a challenge for me. I would daydream and it was bad. I stamped some parts wrong, made them wrong. And I go, I can't do this. I can't do this day in and day. Some people can do it, not me. Anyway, I digress. So think about fun and work, challenges that you can have for yourself. Today, it's a fun Friday, but I want to bring that up to you. What's your next challenge? What's going to make you passionate, make you happy, stress you out a little bit, push you over the edge a little bit? But you know what? It's fun to get that challenge to the next level. That's why we work a little extra hard in our jobs, or look a couple extra hours and do some stuff at night, right? Or at home on the weekend. Sometimes we do that too. So I wanted to share that with you. Another piece of news. Don't forget, today's the last day, or I'll still have it open, but you submitting for speaking on our meetup. That's going to be on double check my time here. Because we're in December. Happy December. Should be the 20th of December. We're doing our meetup at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's virtual. This group is a virtual group unless we do something special, and then we'll do some stuff in person maybe. But for now, it's virtual. If you want to do a presentation, share something, challenge yourself with a little fun, push your envelope, prepare for next year. If you want to do speaking engagements, that's a perfect opportunity to do it. So I wanted to share that with you. Today is the first, which is the close for people to volunteer. After this, I got to go find some people to speak at the meeting besides myself, people that I already have. So I'll be doing that. And I guess that's it. But have some fun. Challenge yourself. Enjoy this on this fun Friday. Think about what you got. Make a whole list of things you always wanted to do. And pick something that you want to do to make sure to challenge yourself and enjoy what you do. With that, what's the good Fortune Cookie Friday? Let's see what it has to do. I'll be honest with you, I am totally terrified, but I'm also excited at the same time for teaching this class to all these young kids. It's going to be crazy. Call me crazy if you like. Okay, Fortune Cookie. What's the fortune cookie have to say for today on this fun Friday? We're talking about challenging yourself and, finding those things at work that really have fun and enjoy. What makes us passionate about what we do, right? It's those challenges. Here we go. Facts are cheap. Information is plentiful. Knowledge is precious. Interesting. Facts are cheap. Information is plentiful. Knowledge is precious. If we said challenges, right? Facts don't support you challenging. Facts are I'm happy where I am. I stay with the status quo. Information is plentiful. You have information already. Let's challenge you to get new information, new experiences. Knowledge is precious. So, knowledge is precious. The way you gain knowledge is by challenging yourself, maybe reading a new book, doing a new class, teaching something new, speaking. The knowledge you gain, experiences you gain from these events, these challenges that you put in for yourself, one are going to pump you up, challenge you a little bit, put you over the edge. That's the process if you want to grow. And it makes it fun, right? It makes what we do fun. So facts are cheap, information is plentiful, knowledge is precious. And I just want to encourage you to gain some knowledge on what you can do in the future, right? And have some fun doing it. So with that, I want to say have a great day. Happy scrumming. We will see you next week. More stuff will come in the near future. Stuff's coming out. I'm a little behind on everything because a lot of stuff's happening. But I want to wish you the best, an enjoyable weekend, and let me know if you figure out what's gonna be your new challenge. What are you gonna do? And kind of this is all prep for the new year. So do all this before January 1st, so you're not making these last minute New Year's resolutions or something like that. So enjoy your weekend. Think about the fun you can have by challenging yourself. And I want to wish you all the best. Happy scrumming. See you later. Take care and bye. See ya.